Hello, welcome to Higher Ground Gaming. This is Eric. Today we're going to do another unboxing, our third in 3 days of Pioneer Days, part of the package that we got off of Miniature Market, and it's by TMG Games, and it's definitely one of the games that probably out of all the games that we've looked at or purchased, definitely one of the best, if not the best, component quality that I've seen in a base game, without getting any of the extra stuff or add-ons and stuff. But what basically comes in the original retail package. Definitely look like a great game. Had some great gameplay. If you ever played Oregon Trail on the computer, I'm not sure if there's a board game Oregon Trail, but anyway, it's basically a board game version of Oregon Trail. A very, very cool game. A lot of mechanics to it, and you can start it very asymmetrically if you want to, or you can start it with everybody having the same starting type character. But anyway, it's a game by Matthew Dunstan and Chris Marling. And art by Sergi Marcet, I think that's how you pronounce it, and again by TMG Games. So let's take a look at it. So it's saddle up and guide your wagon train along the perilous Oregon Trail. It is the Oregon Trail. Build a team of hardy folk and gather resources and equipment with unique dice drafting system. So dice drafting, another one of my favorite mechanics in the game. But dangers await in the dice you don't choose. Hire townsfolk, buy wagons, pan for gold, and take on cattle, all the while preparing for inevitable raids, storms, disease, and famine. Who will best face the perils of the wild frontier and lead their wagon train to victory? So again, some very cool mechanics in the game. Again, dice drafting, which is an awesome mechanic in the game. So let's see here. So it's, I think I saw it on this side. Maybe it's on this side right here. Let's see if I can get that in the camera there. I don't know if I can see it, but it's 2 to 4 players. Not sure if there's a solo variant, but I'll find one out if there is. 45 to 75 minutes, so nice quick gameplay. And recommended for ages 14 and above. I don't know. I mean, I think you could play a little bit younger than that, but that's what they recommend, 14 and above. But anyway, that is Pioneer Days. So let's take a look at it and open it up and see what is in the box. I believe it was published, 2017. And I was hoping we're going to do a sequel to it, but it looks like they decided not to. I don't know if they didn't have the sales or whatever it was, but I'm surprised why they didn't have the sales. But anyway, they came out with another game. I can't think of the name that it's called, but it's like a town building game where you do use dice in it. I can't think of the name of it, but another game that just came out this year. So anyway, let's take a look and see what's inside the box. We'll do our usual, let gravity do its thing. Oh, there it is, right there. That's the game, I think. Homesteaders that's the game that's, I think the one that's, I don't know if that's it or not. Take a look here. Maybe not. That might not be it. But anyway, that's another game. There. Let's see what we have here. Oh, this is it right here. Old West Impresario. That's the city building in the Old West. That is based upon kind of like a spiritual sequel to this game. But it's a very different game, but it has some similar mechanics. Old West. Looks like there's a lot of Western type games. Eminent Domain, another deck building game in the future there. So alright, so let's take a look at the mechanics. Take a look at everything, every components, sorry. So let's see here. So we have Pioneer Days, which is our rule book here. Not a very thick rule book, which I definitely welcome. So there's the setup and everything. I mean the components and everything. Yeah, I guess the setup. Everything that comes in the game. And how to play. Some good illustrations right there. It looks like it's not too complicated. A lot of visual stuff, which the iconography and what everything means and everything, which is very nice. Recruiting a townsfolk, and that is it. Wow! So just 8 pages, and then, which is very nice on the back here. And the end of game scoring here. I thought this was a return summary and everything, but it's not. But anyway, very easy. Seems like it's very easy to count your victory points at the end of the game. So that is it. It's a nice thin rule book. Oh man, these are thick. I don't know if you can see that, but it's very, very thick cardboard here. And these are the coins. And it looks like you have some favor tokens here. And not sure exactly what these are. Oh, these are goods, I think, different goods. Wow, I thought this was 2 boards put together, but it's actually just one. So very thick, very nice, thick coins there. Let me just take one out just to show you. But yeah, that's nice thickness and everything for your standard fare coins. Excellent. All right. And here, oh, very nice. And these just feel nice, and the boards just feel nice. These are your goods and everything. I guess you can get supplies, goods, your medicine there. Looks like right there, and gold nuggets that you go in a bag and you pick them out. You can either pick 1, 2, or 3 nuggets at a time. Very nice. Just feels really good. Oh my goodness, this is definitely the thick. These got to be the thickest components that at least that I remember anyway. Yeah, I mean, Feast for Odin were pretty thick, and Nemo's War, and among others. But these are, I think, even thicker than those. So very nice, though. Very nice. These are your favorite tokens here, which are worth victory points. And then you have negative victory points for different things that occur in the game. Well, excellent, though. Very, very nice. And here's your very simple victory point board here. Common board, which you put your expended dice in different colors down there. Use dice. Okay. So that's your victory point board there. And then your player boards. The player boards are... Actually, no. I'm sorry. This is the other common board here, which you put your die down below there, depending upon what you roll for values and symbology. And actually, those are symbology. You know, the different things that you can get. The wild on the left, and then the looks like the binding and the equip and the cattle. Looks like the wooden boards and the medicine. And then if you decide not to take the value on the die, you can turn that in for that amount of money instead. And then your disaster tracks, which will occur with the dice that aren't taken. So the columns there will move up on the storm track, or the raid track, or the famine track, and the disease track. And when it gets to the end, that bad thing will occur. The disaster will occur. If I think it's a black die, if you don't, a black die is left at the end, then all the tracks go up. So, and then here is a general store, which all your goods are going to on the left there. And then on top will be the different things that happen each round. I believe it's 3 rounds that you played in. I could be wrong on that one, but I think after each round a certain event will occur. These are the events up top. Then you can buy the different wagons. Looks like the wagon's going to go on the left. And then here would be the change of die face. Oh, just different things that occur there. Yep. And then down below here will be where the different townsfolk you can hire will go. So these are the 2 main boards that'll go out there. Will be this one and then the victory point track there. So these will go out in the middle, and then the player boards. Oh, the player boards, they gotta be over, yeah, here they are. So here these are the wagons and stuff you can get. So you get the big wagons and the small wagons, these are where your goods go. And then here are your different events, looks like event cards. And then these gotta be the, I'll open these up in a second, these will be the townsfolk you can hire. So, I'll open those one at a time. But yeah, definitely impressed with the components. Gonna have to find some sleeves for this. Looks like a little bit different size sleeve for these, so I'll have to take a look on Board Game Geek and see what sleeves they take. So let's see what we got here. So we get the different, go through each stack here. So these are the different events that can occur at the end of each round. Or what? Basically they're just simple things that happen. Not necessarily events. They're more like values change and stuff, or what you can turn things in for. Alright, so there's just some of those. Okay. And then here we go. Here are the cool, these are kind of a little bit thin, but I'll have to definitely sleeve these. But these are the different town folks, critters you can hire. So beaver, medicine man, aspiring pioneer, dashing cowboy, cattle driver, the drover, old friend, gatherer, gets you the different bonuses and stuff, investor, prospector, wandering nun, professor, carpenter, the dock, so tons of these, headmistress, risk taker, so it looks like these are all, these are tons, wagoneer, treasure hunters, these are all the different townsfolk, so lots of replayability in this, as I think only 6 come out per year, per round, which is a year I think, and then, so 18 maybe you'll see in a year, and there's definitely a lot more than 18 in here. So that's really cool. I'll take a look at this too. These are your wagons, which you put your goods in and stuff, and you have to repair your wagons and stuff as different hardships come along. And you can lose some goods and whatnot. So two different size wagons. These are the large wagons right here. And then let's see here. And then these are all the large ones. There must be some small ones inside. So these are all large wagons. These are nice, thick. Also, so excellent. Kudos on that. And let me show where the small wagons are. I think there may be things to block them off. That might be it to make the smaller wagons. Says usually the small wagons you block off the bottom row there. And here are your asymmetric playing boards. Well, asymmetric on one side, and then the other side. I'll show you in a second. I'll get these out. These are nice and thick too. So it looks like you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different characters you can play as. So these are the standard size. This is the standard size, which every player will have the same starting resources and everything, powers. And then this right here is your asymmetric side. So it looks like you got the crow-eyed merle. So I'll show you the asymmetrical sides. So you have Nakoma the Tracker, Scarlet the Gambler, and again they all have special powers and starting goods. And you put your wagons to the right here. You Zebedee the Patriarch, Michelle the Tinkerer, Royce the Trader, Jacob the Prospector, Trent the Entrepreneur, Corinne the Crow-eyed Merle here. So again, this side has got the asymmetric sides, and then this side is the standard. They're all standard on the other side. All right, so there are those. Let's see what else we have in here. Ooh, cool stuff here. Here we go. These are the nice cattle. So you have your cattle. Again, these are pretty thick. Let's see here. Cattle there. And it looks like you have your first player horseshoe. Works. And then these are the only thing that I notice most people have somewhat of an issue with. The colors on the wagons that you use for your victory points and everything. So you go with these on one side, and then when you make it past 50, you'd add the 50 to it, because each the scoring track is 50. But as you can see, the colors here, there's not a lot of difference. I mean, it kind of fits in with the theme, I guess, but definitely not a lot of difference in the colors here. Especially the darker brown and the lighter, the yellows. Two yellows are kind of close. But it'd be nice to be a little bit more variety. Of course, you don't want to get any wild colors, I guess. It wouldn't fit in with the theme, but I'm sure you probably didn't want to use any of the primaries because those are the colors of the die, but I guess these are alright. They're not too bad. I don't really have that much of an issue. Seeing them close hand up here, I noticed that it isn't quite as similar as it does look on the videos. On the videos, they look like they're a lot more similar, but these, in person, I can tell a difference, definitely. But anyway, you have to remember which one you have, too, because your player boards here don't have the color. It'd be nice if they had that color marked, like, of course, then you couldn't maybe change it. I don't know, maybe you couldn't do that, but it'd be a somewhat nice way if you could indicate, which were which, kind of thing. So you can tell, remember what you have to, guess you have to remember what color you are. Alright, so those are them, and then you have a couple of the tokens right here, which will go on the main boards, which are on the disaster tracks and stuff. He does it primarily for the disaster track. So you have three of, no, actually they're not. Looks like they have the different colors. Oh yeah, yeah, I guess they are. Yeah, these are for the disaster track, some of them. And some of them are for, I guess, some other board. Alright, so nice, decent components though. It's still good quality. Alright, so let's see, and here we go. The die are a little small, but again, they have to be able to fit on the on your board over here. So I guess they have to be, they can't be too big because you have to be able to fit multiple die on there. But these are super cool. Show you these a little bit. So you have your green die, which has wood, cattle, prospecting. So they have all the symbols on them, all the different 5 symbols, and then actually 6 if you include the wild. Yeah, so 6 obviously. It's a 6-sided die, so it's going to have 6 symbols on it. So each one is going to have all the symbology on it. So, decent quality. Okay, so that's your die. Let's see here, what else we got in here. Oops, we knocked over a stack of wagons here. Okay, and then your bags here. So this is for the gold. Kind of a weird feel to this. Not like a felt, very thin, but still adequate enough. I almost see through it. But I like the size of them. The size are nice and big. So these are for all the gold. You put the gold in here. And then here for the where you pick the die out of. Okay. And I think that's it. That's a nice... Oh, of course, you got to have your plastic bags. Plastic baggies here. And that. So there you go. So that's pretty much it. A second, I'll pan over everything once I get it reset up. But definitely good quality components overall. Cards are, like I said, a little bit different, odd size, but I'll have to find some. Looks like they're a little bit bigger than the 58mm ones, so they're probably not going to fit with those. So We'll just get it down to size there. Okay. Oops. So, all right. So that is pretty much it. Those are all your components there. The punch outs, which we'll be doing next. And then all your wagons and townsfolk and event type cards, and then your tokens. So that is Pioneer Days by TMG Games. Again, definitely looks like a fun game. And so yeah, so that is it. So I can't wait to play this, as I do with most of my other games. Well, all the other games, I wouldn't get them if I didn't want to play them. And that is it. So Pioneer Days by TMG Games. So take care and God bless, and we will see you in the next unboxing video. I think we have 2 more to go. We have Barrage, which is going to be a long video because it's the main game, the 3D board, and the expansion with that. So that'll be kind of a long video. But looking forward to that. We'll see how the components are. I've heard they had some issues with some of the components in it, but we'll see when we open that up. And Orleans, the invasion, the expansion, we're probably going to wait to open that one until we get the actual base game Orleans. So that's it. So take care and God bless, and we will see you in the next unboxing video. Bye-bye now.